Here I have been sitting here talking to y'all to my camera, and I wasn't even live. I think I'm live now, and I think I'm horizontal. Excuse me while I go through technical difficulties. Pretty sure I'm live. Pretty sure that's what that says. Okay. Hi, Shanna. How you doing today? There we go. Somebody's here. I'm here, finally. Hi, Danny. Yo, Danny. Hello, 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 everybody. So I went through this big spiel, talking to my camera and everything, and you guys weren't even here. When I get off of here today, I have a lot of cleaning to do because I have a big surprise coming. So keep your eyes open for a pop-up live later for the big surprise that's coming. It'll be much later in the day. But right now today, I'm going to use measurements and everything from the Paper Posh lady. She's really good at what she does, and I'm going to make a card box. This was my prototype. See how I got like score lines where score lines don't belong, but it holds 6 cards and 6 envelopes. And these are the cards that I've made for Miss Vicky, which will be going out in the mail soon. You're a little better, still fighting that summer cold. Oh wow. So I made 6 cards for her. And when I mail them, I'm going to mail them in a plastic baggie like this, doubled up, because that way, if any weather comes or anything, the cards will be safe. I want no moisture or nothing getting to them. So, but here, I'll show you the cards. Yeah, it was funny in Scotty J's. I felt so bad for Scotty J, though. His internet was not playing nice with him, or his camera. Something wasn't playing right nice with him. So we've got the 2 Ship cards. And, yeah, I hope you feel better soon. And then we've got the 2 I'm So Jelly cards. Yes, the Gremlins were playing hard on his channel last night. Elsa definitely was playing around on his channel. I told him to sing Let It Go. And then I've got Boots. My Boots Let's Go cards. We got 2 of them. Good afternoon, Margot. Cheryl is so funny, and darn Zach almost made Cheryl choke on her. Yes, yeah, I saw that. That was funny. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I wrote down the measurements. And I'm going to tell you a little story. A little Don't Be Like Linda story. So, you know, learn from Linda. Oh, and I made labels with my Cricut Joy to go in the back of the cards because I don't have a stamp for them. So I put little vinyl. It's actually printable vinyl that I wrote in glitter so that my cards are labeled. And then 6 envelopes to go with. Right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Make sure it's the right amount of envelopes. And then I'm going to make, this is what we're going to make now is the card box. A card box for them to go in. But I don't want it to have any mess up. So if I can do it without messing it up, that's what I'm going to do. So let's put this over here. And to do this, you need a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. So I've got my 12 by 12 sheet of paper. Am I crooked? Or is that my board that's crooked? Yes, yes, I made all those cards. Somebody ordered them, and Miss Vicky from Foodie's Vacation ordered them, and so now I'm just getting them ready for shipping. So I've got a 12 by 12 paper. Now, here's the story about Don't Be Like Linda. When you go to somebody's website, right, and you look at how they make something, when you listen to them and stuff, hi, Jury, read their description before you attempt to make the project, because if there's any corrections that are needed for the video, chances are they're in the description box. Well, Linda didn't do that. Linda watched the video. Linda wrote down all the measurements, and in the video she said 11 inches, so that's what I wrote down. So I came back and I was trying to do this all. I ended up having to bring Melissa in to help me because my brain was not comprehending. I was watching what she was doing, but it wasn't working, and I could not grasp. My brain was not grasping it at all last night. So I was up to like 2 in the morning trying to figure this out. She tells me, go read the comments, see what people are saying. Maybe, you know. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that later. I went back and rewatched her video and said, no, the measurement, she says 11 inches. So I go back to my table and I do it again, and it's still wrong. And I go back again to the video for the 3rd time now. It took me the 3rd time. So on try 3, I go to the description, and there it says, she accidentally said 11 and it should have been 11 and a half. So all right, let's get this box going. So we got a 12 by 12, and I'm going to score it at 3/4. I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to go right here to 1, 2, 3/4. I'm going to score it down just like that. Then I'm going to score it at 6 3/4. I think there was something else that was kind of messed up that put, okay, 6 3/4. And then 7 1/2. 7 1/2. And then we're going to rotate it. So now I'm going to rotate it, right? And then I'm going to score it at 5. My one eye doesn't want to open. Hi, Vicky. How you doing? You always come right after I show your cards. I just showed everybody the cards because I'm making a gift, a box. Yeah, I'm making a box to hold cards. Should hold 6 cards and 6 envelopes. So we got 5. And then it says 5 3/4. So go 1, 2, 3/4 right there. And then we're going to go 10 3/4. So I'm going to come all the way over here to 10. 1, 2, 3/4. And this is where in the video, this next one is in the video is where she says 11. But it's not 11. It's 11 1/2. So we're going to do the 11 1/2. And then this is where I start getting like, okay, if I can remember what she did and how she did it. So she turned it this way and then said, that's not the way she turned it at all, Linda. Let's fold all our score lines. So we're going to fold our score lines down. We're going to burnish them. That's what you call it when you do all this. Right? And we're going to burnish this one. Working it so the paper does what it's supposed to. I'm having a left eye don't want to open day. Hi Jenny, how you doing? Vicky, I'm sorry that I missed your live this morning. I was watching Jen and fell back asleep. I was telling everybody I couldn't sleep last night. I had a hard time sleeping. I was up asking Melissa all kinds of questions and having her help me with this box because my brain wanted to know how to make this box that I'm making today, and I just could not grasp it. I don't know what you're talking about the label. Remind me what you mean about the label. I'm a little confused as to... You're saying... It looks like you're saying thank you for the label you forgot, and I don't know what the label is. You mean the sentiment? The I'm so jelly sentiment? Is that what you're talking about? You're good. Thanks for asking. Awesome, Jenny. I'm glad you're good. Awesome. Alright. So the way this is this is going to be a glue tab. Right? Right now this is what we have. Now we got to fold our stuff this way. So let's fold it like this. Let's burnish it down. You guys have to be like... My brain doesn't retain things, so you have to be like explicit with what you're talking about. Like, so if you're talking about the I'm so jelly sentiment, then you need to say like, for, you could call it label or whatever, but just say like for the jelly label or whatever, and then I'll know what you're talking about, because my brain doesn't retain. You can say something in chat and 10 minutes later I forgot what I said over here live. It's a struggle, y'all. Bad memory is a struggle. Vicky, you know. You know, Vicky. So, alright, I got one more right here. And then we're going to have to cut some pieces away. And this is where it's going to get tricky, because I got to remember which pieces she cut away. Alright. So I got all my score lines burnished. Okay. She said, when you look at this, you got one part that's bigger than the other part. So let's turn it like this, okay? Because this is the side, going to be the side of our box. But this is going to be the bottom of our box. I think. Anyway, so she said, like, see how this is bigger than this section? This is going to be the part that folds over. So this is going to be the part that folds over for our box to close it. So this is going to be the top of the box, the bottom of the box, the back and the front. The front and the back of the box. So what we're going to do is we got to cut away this little tab right here. Oh, I'm trying to go off my memory and it's a scary thing. So we got to cut this away. And turn. Okay, this is the top. And I need this part, this piece right here, I need it cut away. It's a beautiful project. I love everything you did. Oh, nice. Thank you. Alright, so I'm going to cut this piece away, which I don't know if she cut this, but we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to cut this piece away. And cut it. See, she left a tab. No, she didn't. Yes, she did. She left a tab right here. But I'm not leaving a tab. I'm going to cut that down. I'm not going to make a tab. She made a tab. I'm not making a tab. So I'm going to cut that like that. And I'm going to cut this one like this. Okay. Take that away. Take it away! Your memory also, Jenny. Welcome to the club. We're the memory loss sisters around this place. I am making... Here, I'll show you one more time. I am making a box to hold 6 cards and 6 envelopes. So I'm making a card holding box. When Cheryl comes in, well, the whole gang of memory losses will be here. Between me, Vicky, Cheryl, now Jenny. I definitely joined the club, Jenny says. That's cool. All right. So then I need this piece to be gone right here. And she left this for a tab. I'm taking that out, though. I'm not doing a tab. So I'm going to get bigger scissors because that's a big area to cut. So I'm going to come in here and angle it so I can see the line. I can always draw the line. So I'm going to cut it all the way to the second score line. Now, if you want that to be a tab, just cut this off here. But I don't want a tab. No tab for me. So I'm cutting this all the way like that. Come back in with my little bitty scissors. So this is what our box looks like. Let's turn it around like this, because this is the top of the project. This is the bottom of the project. All right. This is our box, guys. And because this is going to be the piece that's our flap, actually, this should be our flap. This is our flap. So we're going to glue this piece down to itself. My hair's falling all over the place here. So I'm going to, right above this score line out, I'm going to put glue. So right above it. And because I want this project to be kind of sturdy, I'm going to use liquid glue. Projects like this, those glue tape runners are not the best if you want them to be sturdy. So we're just going to fold this over, just like so. And then that'll help make our project a little sturdier. Right there, right? But this isn't going to be that sturdy on that side like this is, because see, this is doubled up. So I have an extra piece right here, just for sturdying purposes. This is not, but I want this to be extra, a little extra. So I'm going to take this scrap paper here from the other project, the piece. Anyway, yeah, blah, 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 Linda. And I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to glue it in there. And I'm doing it for extra support. Now, if I was not going to be mailing this or anything, then I wouldn't worry so much about it. But because I'm mailing it, I want it extra sturdy. So I'm going to take this just like this. And under the score line, I'm going to put this down right here in the middle. And that's going to help sturdy it. Make sure I'm on this side of this score line and under that score line and above that score line. So I'm going to make that. It's okay, Melissa. You're here. There's no late. You're here. Woo! Melissa's in the house. Okay. I'm making that box that I had to learn last night. I'm still stuck on that box, Melissa. But I think I remember now, after all the struggles that we went through to get my brain to comprehend it. Alright, so now I'm going to take these little scissors. And the reason I'm not using the ergonomics is because they're thicker than this. So I'm just going to come in here, and these are going to be tabs. So, I'm going to cut these like this, right here on the score line. And then this tab, I'm going to take some bulk off of it. So I'm going to bring it in at just a little angle and just clip that away. And I'm going to do the same side on this. I'm not going to angle these pieces right here though, because I want my box squared. I don't want the bottom to be a weird angle. Alright, then we're going to come right here. And we're going to go boop. just like that. And we're going to take some off the tab. And then right here off that tab. So there we go. Now we got our tabs. Now we're going to glue. Glue, 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 glue. Alright, first thing we're going to glue is this piece. So this little piece right here, that's our glue tab. Boy, I'll tell you, what my brain went through to comprehend this project, and it's a simple project. I'm just going to put some glue right here. And the reason I'm using a thicker nozzle for this glue is because I want a little more glue because I want to make sure it holds together. Alright, and I'm going to lay that down just like that. And I'm just going to fold this over just like so. And I'm going to fold it over like that. Make sure my box is nice and squared off. Okay. Nope, you are not the only one who struggles on simple stuff. I do. I know sometimes you guys see me doing things, you're like, oh, you're so good at that. Believe me, I was struggling. I went to Melissa and said, Melissa, help me. I guarantee I did that. So now this is our bottom of our box. Yeah, but I didn't listen and go check the description and either. My credit, they gave the wrong. But I was still having a hard time comprehending this here. Because I was like, it's not, how's it gonna, remember you had to get my brain to get the grasp the concept that this is gonna fold on itself like that? Because I was wondering why it didn't have a thing. Silly Linda. She set you up. Well, she's learning who's reading her descriptions, that's for sure. I forget what her actual name is, but her channel is The Posh Paper Lady. She's really good. She does all kinds of bags and boxes and all kinds of cool projects. So we're just going to put glue right here. I'm going to put glue right here. I'm going to fold this just like so. We're not gluing this yet because I want to make sure this is too short to reach that bottom. You weren't going to tell all my secrets. I already told them. I told them the whole story of how not to be like Linda. Transparency is key, man. So I'm making sure those little tiny things, that's how I reach. That's how, I'm sorry, I had this thing in my mouth if I sounded funny. This is how I reach things I can't get my hands into. I just use something long and just go boop, boop. Alright, so now that I got that glued and stable so that it's not moving around, now I can glue this piece down. So now we're going to go do, 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 do. Just like so. And is there a reason I'm using purple? Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, and then I want to make sure that my corners line up. So there's one corner, there's the other corner, kind of lined up. And voila, we have a card. They're going to want my boxes. That's okay. Let's see how they arrive. When you tell me how... Hi, Cheryl. Okay, the whole gang of memory loss people are here. We got Vicky and Linda and Cheryl and Jenny who can't remember crap in the house. The can't remember gang is all here. Sorry, Cheryl. We were throwing ourselves under the bus too with our memory issues. Um, you're not alone in your struggle, and it's real. The struggle is real. So anyway, there we go. So now, this box, she had flaps that right here would go like this. They didn't glue to anything. They just flapped over like that. And that was nice and everything, but it just was messing with, yes, CRS for sure. What's your name again? I don't know. Banana. B-A-N-A. I can't even remember how to spell banana. Anyway, so this is really cool if you want it to come all the way like that. But I don't want it to come all the way to here like that. I don't want that all the way down. So, I'm going to get my scoreboard back out. That's her design, is to do that. I'm going to change it a little. I'm going to put a little Linda touch onto it. Let me get my scoreboard back out. Listen, Linda. Driving. Listening. Okay, thank you for coming in, Zach. I'm sorry I missed your live last night. Guys, I've just been awful the last couple of days with lives because I kept falling asleep. And then I couldn't sleep last night. And then this morning I was falling asleep. It's just... Alright. So this measures, let's put it on the 7. The score line right here. Put it on the 7 so I can see exactly what it measures. It measures 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So if I take it 2.5 inches down... Or is that only 1.5? That's 1. Do I want it at 9? Now, where'd I put... Here's the box. I like this length right here. So let me see what I did there. Do-wop, do-do-do-do-do-wop. So, okay, I took it to the 9.25. That's where I took it to. So that's where we'll do this one, because I like that. So we'll take a score line right here to 9.25. And then that's going to help sturdy this piece up right here. So then I'm just going to fold this over just like this. And I'm leaving it right here so I can try to make it straight as possible. Doesn't look like it's really that straight, does it? Well, it is at the top, so when it doesn't hang out the back of it. Ron! Welcome to the house! So we got Ron in the house, Zach in the house, Melissa, Vicky, Jenny, Margot, Cheryl. Who am I missing? Who did I forget? The gang's all here. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So we're just going to fold this over like this. I'm just going to go doot, doot, doot. And now my flap is sturdy. But I want this sturdier too. So I have some other scraps over here. If I double this up like that, it'll make it sturdier. So I'm going to cut just a tiny bit off to make sure that it does not... Okay, I don't need this on here. Hi, Jeremy. Oh, yeah. I wanted to cut just a little tiny smidge off because I don't want it to hang over. So I'm going to take this and go just like so. I'm going to turn my box this way because there's a shadow casting the other way from my light. So I'm going to line this up in between the score lines. I don't want to go over the score lines. So now everything except for the very sides have extra stability on them, right? But now, how's that going to stay closed? Oh, I know. A Velcro dot. She used a magnet when she did her decorations and everything on it. Bop. Bop. Alright. So, since Vicky's channel is purple and yellow, we're going to get us a nice bright yellow piece of paper. And we're going to measure this. Come right here. And I'm going to measure this. And it measures right at 5 inches. So this is 5 inches this way. And then when the box is all folded up, it's right at 6. So it's like a 5 by 6 box. Yeah, I showed the cards at the beginning of the video. And now I'm making a box for them to be kept together in. I know I need it to be 5 inches across one way. And I want a little strip on here. About 1.5 inches wide. So I'm going to take my paper here and I'm going to go 1.5 inches wide. And then, yes, I showed her the cards before for final approval. Got to get that final approval. It's a good feeling. And then I'm going to take this and cut it right down to 5. And that's going to go here. But we want it to be pretty, you know? We don't want it just purple and yellow like that. So, my brain just had an idea. Because I know that her logo has palm trees in it. I'm pretty sure I have a little stamp that has little palm trees. I have a bigger one and I have a die that has palm trees. But I have a stamp that is palm trees. Look, I got flamingos and palm trees. We don't want flamingos though. Flamingos are pink. That wouldn't work for her logo. I have my Christmas, Santa Christmas on the beach one. Just bear with me, I'll find it here. Oh my gosh, I get so many cute little Christmas stamps. Look at this stamp set. How adorable are those little tiny football player, soccer player, little sports people? Lawn Fawn is just the best, isn't it? It's just like, they're so daggum cute. Now, where is Santa on the beach? There's Crow Girl. There's my, look at these guys. To go in my car stamp. These are, I'm not, oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, that palm tree's too big. That palm tree's too big. I'll have to use this palm tree. That palm tree's too big. They're too tiny? Yeah. Oh, did you do a sneak peek, Vicky? Well, that means I gotta go back and replay. Of course. Okay, that's gonna be too tiny. I mean, too big. Bop, ba-doom, doom, doom, bop, doom, doom, doom. Let's see if I have any. I don't have any other palm trees. other than this one. I don't think I'm going to like that. I don't want the solid black palm tree on there. Although, wait, in your logo, Vicky, they're black, aren't they? Like silhouette. Yeah, Lawn Fawn's too small for you. I'm not good with solid stamping, y'all. I'm just not. So her logo, I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering correctly, has the silhouette of two palm trees with a sunset. You think they're dark brown? Okay. What? Trixie's barking at me, y'all. That's not going to stamp solid. It's got a bunch of little spots. It is not going to stamp solid. That's okay. We can pull our Cricut Joy out. Our Cricut Joy will take care of this for us. The Cricut will fix it. Trixie, you're just going to have to wait. Yes, she is getting closer. It was like 9:30 something when I looked. Yes, Cricut to the rescue. So, and what we can do is, because she said she thinks they're brown, I have a brown glitter pen. So we can do the palm trees in brown glitter to match her logo. Let me go put Trixie on the floor. Hold on, guys. What are you doing? Well, you're being demanding, little thing. Well, come here. I didn't intend on you to sit with me, but come here. Oh, my goodness. You fluffkins. I can't craft like this with you. Everybody saying hi, Trixie. Everybody saying hi, Wiggle Worm. Hello, Wiggle Worm. Okay, you missed me. You could see me. How do you miss me? Oh my gosh. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't go nowhere. All right, get in the chair and behave yourself. Sit down and behave yourself. Okay. Phew. She's a workout. Danny says hi. Oh, do you? I made it out of cardboard. See, look. I drew the BRB on there, and then I took my craft knife and I cut everything out. That's why it's wonky looking. And I just put on some paper. I needed a BRB. You know, I've seen other people had one, and I'm like, well, I need one too. I need one also. Cricut, that's what I was doing. Let me put these scissors over here so I don't lose them. Got my score tool back. Cricut Joy, let me get it out. Alright, see this, the only problem... Okay, wait. Melissa said, I said. Okay, you said what? Bop, ba-dim, dim, dim, bop, ba-dim, dim, dim, bop. I'm trying to wait to see, Melissa, what you said. You typed, I said. Oh, you did tell me that. Yes, you said I needed a BRB. And you were right. I did need a BRB because I get up quite a bit and go put Trixie on the floor. Because I try to make her stay there so she doesn't get hurt or anything. So I can sit in this chair comfortably. She's got me all, this is not working with my back. Trixie, you're not working. You know, in the past, I'd have been, the dogs that I've had, I was like, you're a dog, stay on the ground. But for some reason, with Maisie and Trixie, it's like, they're toddlers. I've never had a dog cry because I wasn't in the room with them, you know? My dog would be happy to see me when I come home, but they were never like this, like crazy. Separation anxiety, scared of thunderstorms. These little dogs are something else. All right, let's move this out of the way. And this is where I'm going to lose sight of chat because I have to go into design space. So talk amongst yourselves while I'm over here doing this. Because I have to design real quick. I have to find palm trees real quick. And guys, they have changed. They you know, when they go in and they do their upgrades and everything, they changed the layout. All right, I need a new project. That's not, I don't want to do that one. I need a new project, replace it. They change everything, so I have to relearn it on the Android all over again. And then I'm going to have to learn it again for the surprise that's coming later. All right. All right, so see, there's no menu on here. You have to press this plus button. And then to find an image, you have to go image. They changed it. And it's like, you people are messing with our brains, those of us that have brain problems. It's like, quit changing things. I finally learned it. I finally can remember it. All right, I'm looking for a palm tree. Linda, you're looking for a palm tree. Palm tree. Palm tree silhouette. Oh, there's all kinds of them. There's 9,462 images that we could go through, but we're not going to go through all of them. I'm going to look at them and be like, this one looks like it might cut easy as a small. This one would definitely cut easy. I wish I could look at this and the comments at the same time. Because if Vicky's like, oh, I like that one or something, I'm not seeing it. Which she has, like the sunset with the, I think with the water. She's got a palm tree like this and a palm tree like that. And there's like water with a sunset, I think. If I'm remembering correctly. Now, if I did sublimation, I could just sublimate that onto something. That's cool. Do that. Bop, dim, 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 bop. I don't want it to be too intricate because it'll chew up my paper if it's too intricate. Bop, boom, 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 bop. Sorry guys, this is the hardest part for me when I do the Cricut, is making a decision. Oh look. Look at the palm tree with the hammock. Now I want to save that for later. There's a little flag thing right there, and I'll just press that, and that'll bookmark it for me, and then I can go in and look at my bookmarked images. If I was doing vinyl or sublimation, that would be cool, but I'm not doing that right now. I could do it with paper. I could put that design on there. Just do all of it yellow. No. No. We want the palm trees brown. There's too many to choose from. I'm not making anybody dizzy, because this kind of makes me a little dizzy. I kind of like that one. And I think that might be... Alright, let's add that to the canvas. Let's view the canvas. Alright, and I want it to be no bigger than 1.25 inches tall. So, this is where they changed it. Used to be, you would find to change the... This is an Android phone, by the way. Used to be to find to change to edit. You would come over here, right? And it would say edit when you selected something. But it's not giving me the measurements. It's not giving me that. But you see how it says position? If you click position, that's where... It took me a while to figure this out. That's where you can change your sizes. So my height, I don't want it bigger than 1.25 inches. So I'm going to bring that down. And I'm going to go 1.25. And I'm going to go done. Look how tiny that got on that screen. And then, close that. And I'm going to come back over here. And I'm going to change the operation. I don't know how good the brown's going to show up on the yellow, but we're going to do it anyway. Alright. That's not what I wanted to do. Linda, what are you doing? I want to change the operation. See where it says the little scissors and the word operation? We're going to click. That's not what I want to do. That is what I want to do. Why is my brain not working? Alright, I'm going to click on where it says basic cut. And I'm going to click on pen for draw. And then I'm going to click on that. And I know that the glitter gel is 0.8, 0.8. And I'm going to use brown. I'm going to go back. And then I'm going to make my screen smaller. Because... it's a 1.5 by 5, right? Yeah. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add me a shape. And I'm going to get me a regular corners, not rounded corners. And I'm going to go just like this. Go back over here to position. I'm going to make my width. I'm going to unlock it because I want it to be certain measurements. So, like, see how it says, see how there's that lock in the middle? Unlock it. Otherwise, this will change in accordance with that. So you want to take your width. I'm going to take my width and I'm going to make it 5 inches. 0.0. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to make it 1.5. 1.5. I'm going to say done. And then I'm going to lock it so it doesn't change once it's on the thing. Close that. I'm going to change the color. Because I want it to represent... Come on, color. And I'm going to make it yellow. I'm going to go back. Go back. Alright. Then I'm going to make my screen even smaller so I can see this. So it's 5 inches by 1.5. I'm going to take my little palm tree. And I'm going to go, why are you changing? Oh, you're not changing sizes. You're changing your location. And I'm going to put one here. Now I want to bring it to the front. This is where I don't know. I don't know how to bring it to the front on this part. Let's click on the layer. And let's put our finger on there and see if it'll let, it's not letting us drag it. Did you guys see what I just did? Right here to move your stuff on your mat, on your to move things forward and back on your layers, you have to go to your layer panel, which is right up here. No, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Right here, there's your layer panel. You have to click edit. And then these two little handles should allow me to move this. So if I click on these, push them like that, it should put them there. There we go. So now my palm tree's on top. Say done. Close that. Let's align this a little better. And then I'm going to click on just the palm tree, and I want to duplicate it, but I want to flip it over. So I'm going to come over here and flip it horizontally. Go back. I need it small again, because her palm trees are going into each other. I'm going to take this and put it just like this, but I want it to be a little bit more like that. And then this one I want it to be a little more like that. And what's gonna happen here? Okay, I'm gonna select all these, right? And I'm gonna attach it. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna press make it, right? See how it's going to put it right there? And so I'm going to put my paper on the mat, right? The Cricut always does the pen operation first. And because I already have my paper cut to the correct size, I'm going to cancel after it draws. So I'm going to put this right here like this. Right up against there like that. And I'm going to say next, and it's going to show me what it's going to look like, and I'm going to say next. It's going to say connect. I'm just going to say medium. It won't matter the cardstock, so I just chose medium. Now see how it says load the brown pen? I'm going to take my blade out, and I'm going to get that brown pen. Where did I put it? Right here. Make sure that's brown. Make sure that's the correct color. Yeah, that's brown. Alright. And then we're going to put it in our Cricut. I don't know if you... Stick it right there in the Cricut thing. Let's clamp it back down. Then we're going to feed it through. And we're going to let it draw the design. Just going to go zoop. Then we're going to let it do it. Do it, do it, do 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 do. We're going to say go, 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 go. Go, Cricut, go. And it's going to draw our palm trees for us. Now, if I wanted to cut the palm tree itself out, which I didn't think, I wasn't really fully thinking. I could have done a little more intricate of a design because I'm drawing it and not cutting it. But my brain was thinking that I was cutting it when I was choosing it. But I still think it's cute because it'll still be her logo kind of like. No. No, stop. Pause, 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 pause. Pause. My pen's drawing on the mat. It's drawing all over it. Look at that. Because I forgot to cancel it. That's okay, because I can trim that off. I didn't want it to cut, though, because I didn't want it cutting my mat. So I'm done with that. Say finish. Every day we say, no, Cricket. We don't want to do that, Cricket. And then we're going to come back in here. We're going to open this up. Oh, look at all the chit-chatting. I love it. Now I'm going to roll this off of here, because I don't want my paper to roll. If I just yank this off, my paper's going to curl. So I'm going to roll the mat away and not pull the paper over. We're going to go like this. There we go. Doop, 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 doop. Put this right here like this. We're going to get our trimmer and we're going to fix this. Let's put our Joy back up where it goes though. Whoop, whoop, Scotty J's in the house. Hello, Scotty J. Alright, I'm going to trim that up because I didn't mean for that to do that. So I'm just going to get my handy dandy trimmer here so that way everything is straight. I'm just going to cut that off. Apparently I didn't have it measured right. And then right here is a little line. But I want it to go all the way to the end, so I'm going to leave that on there. Vicky, you see that flaw? That's what makes it homemade, not Hallmark. Alright. But I want my palm trees solid. I don't want them yellow like that. So I'm going to take my glitter pen. I'm just going to come in here, and I'm just going to color them in. This is a little tricky, because they're tiny. I don't want to lose my little indentions. There we go. And she'll have some glittery little palm trees on there. I mean, if I lose a little bit of detail, it'll be okay. It won't be the end of the world. But I would prefer not to if I could help it. It's just really hard to see. Yeah, I like homemade too. I like homemade too. Do 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 do. I could have done this green and brown like that, but it's her logo doesn't have them green. It has them like a silhouette. So I'm trying to stay truer to her logo. Boy, it's lunchtime. My stomach is saying, it's time for food. What are y'all having for lunch? I think I'm just going to have a hot dog. There we go. Nice glittery palm tree. Now let's do the other one. You're having... Well, it's breakfast. It's morning time for you. It's lunchtime for me. And it's... Well, actually, it's past lunchtime for me. And it's like lunchtime for everybody in between you and me. You worked at America for 6 months putting... Hey, I did that too. The general merchandising. Vicky, I did that too for American Greetings. As a general merchandiser, I had a store in Jacksonville that I had to keep the cards and stuff up, and then I would go do resets also. Yes, it was fun doing it. I did that also for a short period of time. The general merchandising was pretty easy and stuff. Oh, you were in the factory in Arkansas. Oh, okay. I was the one that taking care of the card section in the store. I'll tell you what, when I first got in there, that card section was a nightmare. But I got it all organized and straightened out, and it was so much fun. Inventory was not fun. Did not like doing inventory, especially since they had so much overstock underneath. Whoever did the general merchandising before me, oh my gosh, they had way too much overstock. They had underneath the thing where all the cards go, oh my gosh, it was awful. It was a mess. Yeah, I did the Winn-Dixie in Jacksonville on Dunn Avenue and Lem Turner intersection. Because I lived right there. I lived right there on Dunn Avenue. So, alright. We're going to put that on. And that's going to be her card box. I might put a yellow thing going around the bottom. I don't know yet. But for now, this is her card box. I might add things off camera to be little surprises. I don't know. I don't know yet. So we're just going to put this on here like this. Make sure it stays all the way to the end. We're just going to run it like that. And that's how we make our card box, guys. Get it up to that corner. And put it up to that corner. Oh, no. That's not done. This isn't done. I got one more step. Look, it doesn't close. Guys, it don't close. Trixie, this is where you're kind of wet. I gotta reach over there. I can't sit back in my chair, Trixie. That's not good for Mama's book. I could do so many things to decorate this box, but I'm looking for my Velcro dots. That's what I'm looking for. These things. Okay, Melissa. You're right. It will look better that way. Yeah, it has a more finished look that way. Alright. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these little things, right? And we're going to put the loopy part onto the... so that they work together, right? Yes, a much more finished look. Jinx. You were typing it as I said it? Alright, so I've got that right there like that, right? So I'm going to put this right here, just like this. They're sticky, by the way. On each side, they're sticky. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to press it down, just like so. And then... okay, it's not wanting to stick to the paper. My sticky stuff's not wanting to stick. We're just going to hold that there for a second. That art glitter glue is going to help us. Well, it will help us if we can get it to stay in the spot that we want it in. Take that off. It's definitely holds real well. We just got to get it stuck to the paper real well. And before anybody says hot glue, in Florida heat, in the back of a truck, the hot glue will fall apart. So, just FYI there. Alright, we'll just let that sit there for a minute. Just let it sit. Let it sit, let it sit, let it sit. Don't touch it, Linda. Anyway, it'll Velcro. I don't want to touch it. I want it to glue itself. See, I can't get in there and get underneath to push like that. If I could do that, I can. Just let my brain work here. Come on, brain. You can figure this one out. Boy, this Velcro stuff is sticking good. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Now, how did that get on there? Get off there. Like, where are all these little dot things coming from on here? And there's an indent. Come on. Oh, because I got glue things all over my fingers. That's where it's coming from. Put more glue there because that one's not grasping that great. Just add a little extra glue for support. Thank you, Jenny. I'm trying to, the dot ghost is coming to get Linda. Right? I'm hearing weird noises outside. I'm hearing weird noises, y'all. So, okie dokie. So, ta-da. And then, look, I'll show you how the cards fit. So I've got the 6 cards, right? All 6 cards and 6 envelopes. And they just slide right in here. That would have made it easier to put them on if I'd have put these in first. Just go in just like that. Just like that. And then, ta-da! Now they stay closed. And that is a Foodie's Vacation card box. So, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's project. I don't think I'm going to add anything down here. I think it just, sometimes clean and simple is the best, especially for my brain. Let me quit touching it because I'm just making it. The song should be Anticipation. You're dying to get them now. Alright. What if I put a twine bow on it? Would that be cute? A piece of twine going around it like that? Like I said, I may end up adding things to this. I don't know how to stop with projects. I think that looks, I think that looks good right there under that. Oh, I like that twine above it. You know when you go to the ships and the ocean and things, you see that rope. And this is like a smaller version of that rope. I like that twine. I don't know if I'm going to add it or not, though. Do y'all like that like that? Let it go, let it go. You are one with the moon and stars. Let it go, let it go. I don't know if I can, because, yeah, see, that does look nice, right? Right, no bow, but just a rope like this. Just to, like, give it a little accent. I really like that. So I think I'm doing that. Just to give it that little bit of oomph to it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay. Melissa gave me the green light. Alright. Very carefully putting down the glue. Trying not to get too far out of the way. I gotta put a fairly good amount because the rope is gonna absorb it in. Okay, this will be the final touch that we put on this. Alright, and we're just going to come right here, just like so. It just gives it that little extra, I don't know, something, in my opinion. And then we will get our handy dandy little scissors. And go, we have to fix that Velcro because that Velcro doesn't want to stay shut doing like it's supposed to. Just come right along the edge here and just snip that off. And then right here, and just, I don't want to snip the card. Turn it around this way, Linda. That is one not to stay there. Snip that right there. There we go. And then don't touch it no more. Stop touching things, Linda. Alright, there we go, guys. Alright. Now I'm done touching it, because to now it looks like a finished product to me. So. The only thing left... There is one more thing, guys, sorry. There is one more thing that has to go on it. There is one more thing. Melissa's like, oh no. Yes, yes, Melissa, yes. Yes, my label. Right here. And there. Ta-da. Well, I wasn't intended on the box being given away. The cards inside that have envelopes to go with them so you can mail them. The box was so you could keep your 3 that you're keeping in. Because you said you're going to keep 3 of them. You know, one of each design. But there you go. That's why I designed the box to be your logo. So, All right, there we go, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you guys make anything like that, why don't you go on to Linda Toman Creates on Facebook, into my group there. Join the group, share pictures there. The more of you get active in there, then the more likely I'll get active in there. The least amount of activity, then I'm not active because I don't see things. So I forget about things sometimes. And I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what y'all are up to and what you're doing. So, all right, guys. I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon. And if that big surprise comes in, look for a pop-up quickie live. Okay, see you after lunch. All right. So long. No. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Ba-do-boo-doo-doo. Good night, sweetheart. Hope you enjoyed the show. Doop-doo-boo-doo-doo. So long. Farewell. La 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 la. Psych, you're not gone.